Hello everyone, hello, good morning to you all. How are you all doing? I know I'm a little bit late today, sorry for that. So चलिए आप लोग मुझे बताइए आप लोग कैसे हैं. Let us see आप लोग कमेंट सेक्शन में एक्टिव है कि नहीं है आज. Okay, so you people were already waiting for me. So yes, so first of all, a very good morning to you all, and today we are going to study about motion and measurement of distances. A couple of people asked me yesterday कि सर ये वाला चैप्टर आपने स्किप कर दिया क्या? नहीं, मैंने स्किप नहीं किया. I am just taking in an order which is more convenient for all. Okay. So hello Simi, hello Anjay. Anjay का नाम है सनियम. Okay. Hello सनियम. Hello Adityanath. Hello Rishu. Hello Isha, hello Mohan, hello Anjay, hello everyone, hello. Hello Uzma Khurshid. ठीक है. Hello Nikhil. So someone is asking my Instagram ID. See, if you want to connect with me, you can join the Telegram channel for class 6. जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है. So if you want to connect with me, you can just go to the Telegram link which is there in the description and add to the Telegram channel of Unacademy Class 6, and there we can connect with each other. Okay, so go and join the Telegram channel, and so let us move on with today's chapter. I will give you a brief introduction about myself. You people already know me and I know most of you by now, और हम ऐसे ही देखते रहेंगे. So first of all, my name is Mohammad Al Khalid and I did my graduation from IIT Guwahati, and here at Unacademy I teach physics for class 6, 7th and 8th standard. So इससे ज़्यादा इंट्रोडक्शन देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है ना. अभी तो आपको याद हो गया होगा मैं क्या क्या कराता हूँ क्या नहीं कराता हूँ. Just tell me, what do I do? Yep. You are correct. I make concepts crystal clear and I do a lot of experiments in physics. और आज का जो चैप्टर है, this chapter में experiments थोड़ा कम होंगे because this is a very basic chapter. ये वाला चैप्टर काफी बेसिक है. आपको मैं ना एक मर्तबा अगर ये समझा दिया मैंने ये चैप्टर, तो आपको सारा का सारा चैप्टर समझ में आ जाएगा. It's very easy to understand chapter and there is nothing much in this chapter which is very new for you. Okay, so let us start with the chapter. And today we are going to have a look. We will start with the story of transport. So transportation किसे बोलते हैं मुझे बताओ पहले कि what is transportation. Transportation उसे बोलते हैं when you move from one place to another. जब आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते हो उसे क्या बोलते हैं? उसे ट्रांसपोर्ट बोलते हैं, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बोलते हैं. तो दिस कैन बी एनीथिंग. आप घर से निकल के स्कूल को जा रहे हो, दैट कैन बी मोड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. आप घर से कुछ खरीदने के लिए दुकान जा रहे हो, यू आर गोइंग टू अ शॉप फ्रॉम योर हाउस, दैट इज ऑल्सो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. यू आर गोइंग टू अनदर सिटी टू विजिट योर रिलेटिव्स, दैट ऑल्सो comes under transportation. So now you might notice that all these transportations you do in different modes, right? If you are going to school, you are probably going to go in a school bus, or you are going to go in a van, or you are going to go in an auto. But if you are going to the shop which is at the corner of your house, you are just going to walk, or sometimes you might take a cycle. But if you are going to another city, for example, then you have to take a bus, or you might go in a train, or if you can go in a car. So different places need different kinds of transportations, right? Depending on what does it depend on? How far it is. So let us see back in the time, back in history, how did the transportation start? Okay, so in olden days what happened was, people when I talk about olden days, these are like thousands of years ago. Okay, at that time there were no cars or anything. So whenever people had to go, what would they do? They would walk. और अगर उनके पास सामान होगा, if they have some heavy things which they have to carry with them, what would they do? They will carry it on their back. Okay, so people, whenever they needed to go somewhere far, they will just walk, and if they have anything, they will just carry it on their back. I'm not able to see your messages in the talk, so I am not sure if you all are following. I'll close the video and start again. As usual, I think this is something which I have to do in every class, and then alone can I get some, the steady stream of messages from you people. Okay, nice. So you people are there. Great. Someone is saying easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, that's exactly how this chapter is. बहुत easy chapter है ये वाला. Yep. Simi said Grandmaster clear. That is nice. You people are improving my own terms. ठीक है? तो पहले ज़माने में लोग जाते थे, and they not only did they walk, but they even had animals, because animals existed from a long time. So olden days में there were no cars, but animals were there since when humans are there. Animals were there actually from a very long time. So they would either walk, or if they had a horse or a donkey or a mule, उनके पास घोड़ा, गधा, खच्चर, ये सारी चीजों पे ये लोग सामान रख के ले जाते थे. So animals can carry heavy loads. So what would humans do? They would put the load on the animals. Sometimes they will ride the animals, and they can go for long distances. Abhi different areas mein there were different animals. For example, if you go to Rajasthan, what do they have? They have camels in Rajasthan. In deserts there are camels. So when people in deserts used to travel, they would travel on camels because it is more suitable in that climate. Camel का जो पैर होता है ना, that is very big, बहुत fat होता है, and it's padded, so it can walk on sand. हम जब sand में walk करते हैं तो it's bit difficult कि कभी पैर अंदर चला जाता है, right? Camel को ऐसा नहीं होता. So different areas have different kinds of animals. अगर the terrain, यानी अगर ground is very solid and nice, people would travel on like horses and donkeys. If you have to climb on the hills and all, then again people will take donkeys and mules, because these animals are strong and can climb with a lot of weight. Similarly, जो राजा महाराजा होते थे, these people would go on these elephants, क्योंकि और war में जाते थे elephants में, because elephants are very big and huge, so they are very majestic as well. So different people used, according to their times or different places, they use different animals. Okay. Now apart from these, there is water transport. If you are living near a river, right? और आपको जाना है, जो डायरेक्शन में रिवर जा रही है आपको भी उसी डायरेक्शन में जाना है, तो why should you walk? You can swim, right? Instead of walking, you can swim. Or instead of walking, you can just float as well. What can you do? You can float. How do you float? What are the things which float on water? Wood floats on water, yes or no? And wood is everywhere because trees are made up of wood. So what would people do? They will take a huge log, okay? बड़ा सा एक है ना लकड़ी का पेड़ लेंगे, and they will make it hollow. They will just, can you see the image of the wood here? You can see, right? This is actually from 10 BC, I think. I don't remember. Like this is very this piece of wood is actually a real thing from thousands of years ago. Okay? Okay? This piece of wood is very old. I think this is at least a couple of 2,000 years old hai. And this one, you can see it is just a log. ऐसा उन्होंने एक log लिया, जो log होता है, right? A log looks like this, right? और उसको क्या किया, यहाँ से hollow कर दिया, उसमें से खोद के बैठने के लिए या सामान रखने के लिए जगह बना दिया उन्होंने. And what would they do? इसमें बैठ के they will just float along the river, कि हमको river के साथ साथ पानी में बहते हुए जाना है. और if it is a lake, they will have another stick और ऐसे ऐसे करके they will just move forward. ठीक है? So this was the first form of boat. यानी boat का ये पहला डिजाइन था, कि पहला type of boat था ये. Okay? Anurag is saying, sir, this is 2000 BC का hollow rock. Okay, if it is from 2000 BC, then it is almost 4000 years old. As I said, this is very old. We are talking about early humans here. ठीक है? Then what they found out was कि यार ये log तैर तो रहा है, but while floating, right? पानी में तैर रहा है ना, so they can have a look at fishes also. Fishes भी पानी में तैरती है, right? If you ever go to a river, you can see fishes in the river. Or if you go to a lake, or if you go to the ocean, you can see there are a lot of the oceans, lakes and rivers. So these people saw कि जो fish का shape होता है ना, fish का shape पता है आपको कैसा होता है? Fish का shape ऐसे होता है, right? The fish is like this. तो उन्होंने देखा कि यार fish तो ऐसी है, right? Fish is like this और उसको tail भी होती है. तो they understood कि fish सामने से सब pointed है तो it can move easily in water. तो इन्होंने क्या किया? इन्होंने बोट का नया डिजाइन बनाया. You can see कि this boat is also pointed from the front. ठीक है, ये pointed है so that it can go easily in the water और ये डायरेक्शन भी अच्छे से जाती है. So this shape, जब हम ऐसा शेप बनाते हैं ना जो हम नेचर से इंस्पायर होके बनाया है. For example, when we make planes, we did the same thing. So boats also, we had a look at fishes and we saw the shape of the fishes and we made a boat from their shape. So we tried to mimic nature. हम नेचर का कॉपी करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, because the fishes they swim very well in water. So humans thought कि अगर मैं मेरा बोट जो है उसको फिश के शेप में बनाऊंगा, then probably it will float in a better way. It will go in the water in a better way. So this kind of shape which goes well in water is called streamlined shape. Okay, ये हम इसको क्या बोलेंगे? स्ट्रीमलाइंड शेप. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये बिल्कुल परफेक्टली पानी में जाने के लिए बनाया गया है. इट विल कट द वाटर करंट. करेक्ट, यू सेड उस्मा खुर्शीद, बिल्कुल सही बोला है आपने. ऋषि इज सेइंग द फिगर इज लाइक अ बॉटल. यू कैन से सो, सामने से थोड़ा सा पॉइंटेड है और पीछे से बड़ा है. सो दिस इज, वी कॉल इट अ स्ट्रीमलाइन शेप. नाउ ऐसे ही पानी में ट्रांसपोर्ट आया. Then there was the invention of wheel. Now wheel is one of the most important inventions of mankind. ठीक है, क्या चीज है wheel? What is wheel? Wheel is one of the most important inventions of humans. ठीक है, humans का बहुत बड़ा invention है. अगर wheel नहीं होता यार तो हम बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं कर पाते, है ना. ट्रांसपोर्ट, अभी तो whenever you look around for transport, everything has a wheel. Yes or no? Except planes. Even planes have wheels when they land and take off. So everything have wheels. Even the trains have wheels. Even the cars have wheels. Buses have wheels. Planes have wheels. और जितना भी आप लोग, बाइसाइकिल हैज व्हील. ठीक है, आपका जो स्केटबोर्ड होता है उस पे भी व्हील्स है. तो आपका जो आप कैरी बैग होता है, सूटकेस, उसको भी नीचे व्हील्स होते हैं. आप सुपरमार्केट को जाते हैं, उसमें ट्रॉली है, उसमें भी व्हील्स होते हैं. तो व्हील्स आर वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, तो जो सबसे पहले जो व्हील बनाया था ना, दे यूज्ड टू बी फ्रॉम वुड. इट वाज जस्ट अ वुडन ब्लॉक व्हिच इज कट इन सर्कुलर शेप. ठीक है, उसके बाद में स्लोली 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 द व्हील्स इवॉल्व. तो वुडन का शेप ही थोड़ा चेंज हुआ. इट स्टार्टेड गेटिंग दिस स्पोक्स फॉर द व्हील. Then we had metal का body. Then we had उसके ऊपर हमने यहाँ पे rubber tire बनाया. And nowadays we have these fat tires which have all these threads and all on top of it. So the wheels, with time it has evolved, but wheels have always been very important in all kinds of transportations. Okay. So what happened is, in the olden days when they found out wheels, what they did was they started making carts from wheels. So what they would do, they will take a big box like kind of thing, put wheels, यहाँ पे wheel लगा दिया, यहाँ पे wheel लगा दिया, and as I told you, these animals are very strong and they used to carry weight already. So now they will take an animal. See, I'm just going to draw an animal kind of thing. You just have to understand that this is an animal. ठीक है, and they will put the cart on the animal. So they use different animals for different kinds of carts. Like there are horse carts, there are bullock carts. ठीक है, तो अलग अलग animals को अलग अलग kind of carts are there. और ऐसे करके हमने ट्रांसपोर्टेशन को नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके आया. ठीक है, so we have these wheels now. Wheels we started making more transportation. After the wheel, The next big invention which was there for the transportation was the invention of steam engine. Okay, invention of the steam engine. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे अगर तो ये जो इतना सारा धुआं जो निकल रहा है ना, ये जो इंजन है बड़ा हुआ, this is steam engine. ठीक है, तो अभी क्या हो गया, इंजन्स जो थे सारे उसको हमने स्टीम इंजन बना दिया. स्टीम इंजन सॉरी जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का जो जो मोड्स था हमने उसमें स्टीम इंजन लगा दिया. तो नाउ स्टीम इंजन हैज अ लॉट मोर पावर. लाइक अब तक सबसे पावरफुल क्या होता था, प्रॉब्ली हॉर्सेस, like animals were the most powerful when it came to carrying weight. Then with the invention of steam engine, now we can make long trains. काफी बड़ा बड़ा लंबा लंबा हम ट्रेन बना सकते हैं उसको एक ही इंजन से. और उसमें हम क्या डालेंगे, we'll put some water in the engine and we'll have some fuel, like we will put lot of coals and burn the coal, और वो इंजन चलना शुरू हो जाएगा. And it can carry a lot more weight than animals. So steam engine changed the game. और steam engine जैसे जैसे बना तो along with steam engine, like slowly with time we developed more engines. So nowadays we have diesel engine, we have petrol engine. फिर rocket के अंदर तो अलग ही टाइप के engines होते हैं, हाइड्रोजन यूज करते हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या यूज करते हैं. And these days we even have electric engines. ठीक है, we have electric motors in cars. So you can see that here this is an old car which probably runs on gasoline. So with time we developed new modes of transportation. Then in early 1900s, humans created the first plane. You can see that this is one of the old designs of a plane. यहाँ पे there were only 1 or 2 people could sit in the plane and it will fly and people can go to long distances. Do you people know who invented the plane? Who made the plane? Let me know who invented the plane. First plane किसने बनाया था? There were 2 brothers, if you remember. Just tell them what brothers were they? Yes, Simi said the plane was invented by Wright brothers, and that is absolutely correct. So kudos to Simi. I would have given you a cookie, but I can't do that. So yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up. I actually have a thumbs up bottle over here. But ठीक है, I meant this thumbs up. Still, it's okay. So it was developed by Wright brothers, and now we have developed so much. We live in the 21st century now. Abhi we are in the year 2020, and we have developed so much. Like if you look at the trains, they are drastically different. If you look at the cars, they are so amazing. If you look at the planes, they are so big, right? आपने plane देखा होगा ना कभी, कितना बड़ा होता है plane. There are hundreds of people can sit in one single plane. See, look at this plane. And do you know which train is this? Left side पे कौन सा वाला train है? Just let me know which train is that. And look at this beautiful car, man. Our transport has come a long way, right? Umshamil is saying it's metro trains. No, I want to know which specific train is this. उस पे नाम भी लिखा हुआ है. See, if you have a look at this. This is Vande Bharat Express. Okay, Vande Bharat Express is the fastest train in India. This is a very new train. It came out very recently, and it is the fastest train in India. It's called Vande Bharat Express. Cool? Yep. So now you understood the story of transport. How humans started. Like हमने वॉकिंग से स्टार्ट किया ट्रांसपोर्टेशन को. वी स्टार्टेड वॉकिंग एंड नाउ वी हैव बुलेट ट्रेन्स. इतना फास्ट जाते हैं. जस्ट इमेजिन अगर हम ये जमाने का जो ट्रेन है ना, और या कार है, प्लेन है, कुछ भी रख दो, इफ वी टेक इट टू ओल्डन टाइम्स, हम पुराने जमाने में अगर ट्रेन लेके जाएंगे, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, हाउ डू यू थिंक द पीपल विल रिएक्ट? अगर मैं पुराने जमाने में होता और कोई है ना ऐसा प्लेन लाकर मुझे बताता कि देखो यार ह्यूमंस कैन फ्लाई नाउ, आई वुड हैव नॉट बिलीव्ड. मैं तो बोलता है जादू है भाई, ऐसे कैसे उड़ सकते हैं कोई, राइट? So that is how the story of transport goes. ट्रांसपोर्ट का स्टोरी ऐसे चला है. ठीक है, So now let us have a look at measuring distances. अभी मैंने जैसे स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि ट्रांसपोर्ट जब आप अलग अलग जगह जाते हो तो इफ यू गो टू अ शॉप यू गो बाय वॉक, राइट? अगर आपके घर के बिल्कुल पास में है ना, आपके स्ट्रीट पे एक शॉप है, तो you will go there by walk or you will go by a bicycle, है ना? If you have to go somewhere else in the city, you will probably go on a bike, or you will take a taxi, or you will go in an auto, or you will go in a car. But if you have to go to another city, you will probably take a train. If you have to go to some other country, you are going to take a plane, right? So what do these different modes of transport depend on? If you are going to another city, why do you not take a cycle? Cycle लेके क्यों नहीं जाते आप दूसरे सिटी को? And if you have to go to a shop which is there in your street, आप plane लेके क्यों नहीं जाते भाई? मुझे बताओ एक टाइम. Why is that so? Let me see. आप लोग कमेंट्स में मुझे बताओ कि आप दूसरे सिटी को बाइसाइकिल लेके क्यों नहीं जाते, या आप अपने खुद के जो गली है वहां पे आप प्लेन से या हेलीकॉप्टर से क्यों नहीं जाते भाई? Let us see. Am I audible? Like, is it working? The stream, or is it? Yeah, the stream is going. Yeah. Someone said कि अगर साइकिल से जाएंगे तो 100 साल लग जाएंगे. Yes, नीजा, you give the correct answer. अगर साइकिल से जाएंगे तो बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग जाएगा. It's a very long distance. It's going to take a lot of time if you go to another city using a bicycle. But if you go by a car, it will take less time. तो अभी हमने डिसाइड कैसे किया कि है ना, सिटी को जाने ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा और हमारी गली में we can still go by a bicycle? It means we somehow know कि that is far away and this is close. एक चीज दूर है और एक चीज पास में है. So इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? जो दूर है, when something is far away and when something is close, what is the difference between them? The difference is the distance between them, right? The shop in your street is very close to your house, but your relative's house might be very far away. So the distance we have to measure somehow so we can take calculated decisions. ठीक है? अभी पता है पहले जमाने में मेजर कैसा करते थे? People would walk. I said, right, people started away walking. So they will walk from one place to another. And for example, if I go to my friend's house, ठीक है? And I had to take some 500 steps. So I will say that my friend's house is 500 feet away. ठीक है? I would have done something like that. Or for example, if I had to measure something, अगर किसी ने मुझसे पूछा कि भाई आपका फोन कितना बड़ा है, what I would do, I will just do this, ऐसे I'll करके I'll see कहना, oh it's 1 hand long, ठीक है? या फिर I will put fingers ऐसा 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 fingers wide, ऐसे बोल देते थे. ठीक है? या जैसा हमारे पास बोलते हैं ना, कितने उंगल बड़ा है. आपने कभी फूल खरीदे हैं क्या? गार्लैंड में जो लगाते हैं, सर पे जो फूल लगाते हैं, वैसे जब आप फूल खरीदते हो तो वो कैसा आपको कट करके देता है? वो ऐसा हाथ में लेके कट करता है. इससे क्या ना, 1 हाथ फूल है, 2 हाथ फूल है, 1 मुट्ठी फूल है, 2 मुट्ठी फूल है, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना. They measure it with their hand when you buy flowers. Many a times it happens. अगर आप कभी किसी टेम्पल के पास गए हो या सर पे लगाने वाले आपने फूल खरीदे हो, तो they measure it by hand and they give you in that manner only. Yes, they measure it in a hand span. वैसे ही people like measure things with the width of the finger. उसको बोलेंगे इतना, 1 फिंगर 2 फिंगर, ऐसे इतना width से है ना करेंगे, और वो चल के देखेंगे कितना फीट है. या अगर आप हैंड स्पैन से देखेंगे, हैंड स्पैन, आपको फ्लावर्स प्रोबेबली हैंड स्पैन से मिलेंगे. वैसे ही different places have different ways of measuring this thing. For example, I told you about foot, right? You will walk. So this was the method used by Romans. Similarly, Egyptians had another way. Egyptians would measure things from the length of their elbow. यहाँ पे elbow है ना, elbow से tip of the fingers. So what they will do, they will just measure things itna, then they will keep their hand again, and they will keep their hand again, and they will measure it. And this was known as cubits. Okay? What is it called? Cubits. And similarly, when they measured, people measure clothes. आप कभी कपड़ा खरीदने गए, when you go to a cloth merchant, nowadays they use a long steel or long wooden scale. They have a very long scale which they use. But in olden days, what they would do, वो ऐसे हाथ लंबा करते थे, and they will measure from the end of their hand till their chin. ऐसा measure करते थे, ठीक है? From the end of their fingers to their chin, and they will call it a yard. 1 yard, 2 yard. उसको हम शायद I think yard को हम गज बोलते हैं हिंदी में. 1 गज, 2 गज. So different people use different ways of measuring things. ये समझ आया ना? बट भाई इसके साथ एक बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम भी है. अभी सी यू माइट हैव नोटिस दैट माय हैंड्स आर वेरी बिग. ओके, काफी लंबा है मेरा हैंड्स. बट आई हैव अ स्मॉलर सिस्टर. हर हैंड्स आर स्मॉलर. हर हैंड्स आर लाइक हाफ द लेंथ ऑफ माय हैंड. तो अभी अगर मुझे कोई चीज मेजर करना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई एम आउटसाइड माई हाउस एंड आई कॉल माई सिस्टर, hello, I want to know what is the length of the room. I have to buy a carpet. ठीक है? Quickly measure it in cubits and tell me. Okay? So what will my sister do? She'll put her hand like this and measure the distance, like area of the room, like length कितना है room का और breadth कितना है. She will measure it. Now I will tell the shopkeeper के भाई मेरा room का जो length है that is 10 cubits. और उसका जो width है that is 5 cubits, मुझे कट करके दो. तो the shopkeeper का hand would be different, right? उसका हाथ का size अलग होगा. Now he will measure it, he will cut and give it to me. But when I bring it to the house, the length will be different. क्योंकि हमने measure अलग-अलग तरीके से किया है. Yes or no? Yes, it differs from one person to another. Abhijit is asking, sir, what is Mentee code? Mentee code आपके स्क्रीन पे आएगा ये चैप्टर खत्म होने के बाद में. I will start the Mentee quiz in some 15 minutes. Cool? आज का Mentee quiz is also very easy, very short Mentee quiz we have because ये चैप्टर में बहुत ही सिंपल चीजें हैं. ठीक है ना? तो ऐसे ही हर चीज का अलग होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्टेप्स. इफ अ पर्सन इज टॉल एंड इफ ही इज मेजरिंग हाउ मेनी स्टेप्स अवे द शॉप इज और हाउ मेनी स्टेप्स वो मैकडोनल्ड्स को गया था एक टाइम बर्गर खाने के लिए. ठीक है? He went to McDonald's to have burger. While coming from McDonald's back to home, a tall person decides कि I will measure the distance and he will count the steps. Along with the tall person, he had a friend who is short. Now the short person also started calculating the distance. अभी मुझे बोलो कि किसका स्टेप ज्यादा होगा और किसका स्टेप्स कम होगा. Just let me know who will have less steps. Yes, the short person will have more steps and the taller person will have less number of steps. So this is not something which we can trust. So this is what the French people also thought. ठीक है? So the French in 1790s, okay, 1790s बहुत पहले है. ठीक है? Cool. 1790s में जो French people थे, some of the French scientists and mathematicians, they all came together and said कि see, measuring things like this is very problematic. Everyone has different hand length, everyone has different foot length, everyone's cubits are different, everyone's yard is different. So this is not very good. We should do something about this. And they created a system called metric system. आपने सुना होगा ना metric system के बारे में. तो these are the scientists who came together and said कि we will make a standard system which will be same all around the world. ठीक है? हम एक standard system बनाएंगे which should be same. So this they created in 1790. And after some time what happened was this metric system was adopted by everyone in the world except a very few countries. Everyone in the world adopted the metric system. So when everyone adopted the metric system, it became the international system of units. Okay, now there is a proper body which looks and governs these systems. So it is called as International System of Units. ठीक है, International Systems of Units को हम क्या बोलते हैं? SI Units. ठीक है, इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? SI Units. तो अभी आप मुझे बोलो, अगर आपको है ना लेंथ मेजर करना है, if you have to measure something, how do you measure it? You use a scale. ठीक है ना, आपके पास स्केल होगी एक, your friend might also have a scale, आप दोनों के पास स्केल होगी. So if you keep two scales side by side, will they be equal or not? When you keep two scales side by side, do you think they will be same or will they be, उसका सेंटीमीटर अलग होगा, आपका सेंटीमीटर अलग होगा, ऐसे होगा क्या? नहीं ना, that is not going to happen. And why does it not happen? That is because now we have a standard system. अभी हमारे पास एक standard system है कि भाई सेंटीमीटर कितना होगा हम बताएंगे. No one else defines it. ऐसा आप उंगली रख के नहीं देखोगे. Centimeters, scientists from the international system of units will tell you what is a centimeter, what is a meter. So for every kind of thing, they have a unit. So when we measure distance, that is the length, right? Length of objects, we measure it in meters. Okay? तो अभी आपको जब आपको डिस्टेंस देखना है कि आपके घर से आपके फ्रेंड का घर कितना दूर है, या आपके घर से है ना आपका फेवरेट शॉप कितना दूर है, we have to measure the length from the house to the shop, or we have to measure the length from your house to your friend's house. Yes or no? So the international system of units says that you have to use meters for measuring length. तो आप अगर आपके फ्रेंड को बोलेगे, ब्रो मेरा तुम्हारे घर से डिस्टेंस इतना मीटर है, मे बी इट्स 200 meters. So your friend will exactly know how much is 200 meters because 200 meters is same for everyone. Okay? Someone is saying, sir, I am late. No problem. You keep attending this class, and after this class, you can go to the starting and watch the video again. It's going to be there on the YouTube channel. Cool? So now meter तो define कर दिया, but meter काफी बड़ा होता है. Meter is like इससे बड़ा, like twice the size of this is a meter. Cool. I have a meter scale also with me, so I'll tell you how long is a meter. Yep. So a meter is this long. Okay, इतना लंबा होता है meter. See, meter is this long. इतना लंबा होता है meter. From this end to the place where I am holding, that is 1 meter. आपको कैमरे में दिखाई भी नहीं दे रहा, मीटर इतना लंबा है. So what if we have to measure small things? अगर हम छोटी चीजें मेजर करना चाहेंगे तो we can't use meter, right? So इसके लिए SI units ने बताया है कि you divide the meter into 100 pieces. Okay? एक मीटर के अगर आप 100 parts कर दोगे, so then we will call it a centimeter. Cool? अगर हम मीटर के 100 पार्ट्स कर देंगे तो इट विल बिकम सेंटीमीटर. कूल. तो नाउ आई कैन मेजर स्मॉलर थिंग्स आल्सो. हाउ बिग इज अ सेंटीमीटर? सेंटीमीटर इज दिस बिग. इतना होता है सेंटीमीटर. देखो इतना ही है. दिस इज सेंटीमीटर. अगर मुझे सेंटीमीटर से भी छोटा अगर पता करना है तो if I want to measure something smaller than centimeters, then I divided this then the centimeter is divided into 10 parts. सेंटीमीटर के भी 10 पार्ट कर देंगे और उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? We'll call them millimeters. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. आपकी जो स्केल होती है ना, the scale which you have, उसके ऊपर आपको ये मार्किंग्स दिखेंगे. Wait, you know what I will do? I will just put up my secondary camera as usual and I will show it to you. See, मेरे कैमरे का मेरे पास एक छोटा सा स्टैंड है जिस पे मैं रखता हूं, so that you people can see it easily. So let me just put the camera on the stand. And now, very soon you will be able to see. Just let me start the camera once. Yep. So can you see it now? Yeah, you can see it. So when I have a scale, see this is a scale, right? I have a scale. I have a Natraj scale. So wait, I'll just put a piece of paper behind it so that you can see, because the scale is transparent. You remember what a transparent object is, right? So the scale is transparent. And here you can see from 0 to 1, it is 1 centimeter. ठीक है? ये जो 0 है यहाँ पे, 0 से लेके 1 तक it is 1 centimeter, 1 से लेके 2 तक it is another centimeter, 2 से लेके 3 तक it's another centimeter, 3 से लेके 4 तक it's 1 centimeter. So that is how we measure things. Other, if we have to measure something smaller than that, then we have these smaller divisions. See, 1 से लेके 2 के बीच में you can see क्या ना, they are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 small divisions. Cool? These are called millimeters. ठीक है? Even these millimeters are divided into smaller parts. Like millimeter के बीच में भी एक छोटा छोटा लाइन है. That is for you to take measurements very accurately. अगर आपको exact पता करना है, तो for example, I am measuring, the length of this eraser, for example. So how do I know इसका length क्या होगा? I'll keep it at 0. And I'll see. ठीक है, हम लेंथ को बाद में करेंगे, but right now just understand what is millimeters and centimeters. ये समझ आ गया ना कि छोटा छोटा हम पार्ट करते हैं so that it's easier for us to look and understand कि कौन सा पार्ट को हम क्या बोलते हैं. ठीक है, मीटर का 100 पार्ट्स करेंगे तो it becomes सेंटीमीटर, सेंटीमीटर का 10 पार्ट्स करेंगे तो it becomes a millimeter. So now if you want to measure like long distances, अगर हमें बहुत दूर तक का देखना है, तो how will we measure that? At that time we use this unit called kilometer. Kilometer कितना होता है भाई? A kilometer contains 1000 meters. जब when we combine 1000 meters, it becomes a kilometer. ठीक है? Actually kilo जो होता है ना, kilo means 1000. Okay? Kilo means 1000. So kilometer means 1000 meters. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? Similarly, centi means 100 and milli means millionth, I think. Yeah. So kilo means 1000. So kilometer is 1000 meters. ठीक है ना? तो if I have to check the distance between Hyderabad and Bangalore, so I'll measure it in kilometers. Okay, it's 2000 kilometers from Hyderabad to Bangalore. ऐसा मैं देखूंगा. If you have to measure it, from one city to another city, you measure it in kilometers. If you have to go a little bit far away, you measure it in kilometers. Cool? Understood? अभी आपको centimeter, millimeter, kilometer clear हो गया क्या? Is it clear now? Just let me know in the comments. ठीक है, सबको क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो गया है. नाइस 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 नाइस. सबको, सिमी को भी क्लियर हो गया है, उम शामिल को भी क्लियर हो गया है, नीरजा को, मोहन को, प्रथम को, अभिजीत को. ठीक है, सबको क्लियर हो गया है. तो वी विल मूव ऑन नाउ. एंड अभी हम क्या देखेंगे कि व्हेन वी हैव टू मेजर डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स, है ना. आई विल स्विच ऑन द कैमरा अगेन. So when we have different objects, for example, I have a eraser over here. ठीक है? I have a pencil over here, and I have this tape measure over here. ठीक है? I will need different kind of measurement scales, and I have this room. मुझे room को भी measure करना है अभी. So I will need suitable devices to measure everything differently, right? अभी देखो, I showed you that I have a scale. मैंने बोला मेरे पास scale है. So what all can I measure using this scale? I think the camera became a little bit, dark today. I will just clear it up. ठीक है, अभी कैमरा बेटर हो गया ना. So we have this scale, and can I use this scale to measure the pencil? Yes, I can use. Can I use it to measure the Apsara का eraser? Yes, I can. Can I use it to measure tape? Tape को मैं measure कर सकता हूँ क्या? No, I cannot, क्योंकि tape is circular and I cannot use this straight scale for that. Similarly, I have this spoon with me. ठीक है? I have a spoon with me. Now, can I use this to measure the spoon? It would be difficult. I have to measure it 2 times. इतना करके मुझे फिर इतना अलग से measure करना पड़ेगा, right? Can I use this scale to measure my room? मैं room को measure कर सकता हूँ क्या? Like I can do that, but is it convenient? No, it is going to take a lot of time. So what we have is we have different kinds of scales for measuring things. ये छोटे चीजों के लिए है. For measuring clothes and all, we have this kind of tape जो हम ऐसा use कर सकते हैं. ठीक है ना? This is like it bends also along with the cloth and you can keep and measure it. वैसे ही if I want to measure this room, then and I have this measurement tape which I can just pull like this. See, I can pull this measurement tape, it will come out. I can just stick it at one end of the wall and pull it and know के है ना. ठीक है, मैं इसको यहाँ पे लगा दूंगा एक जगह पे. For example, I want to measure कितना बड़ा है. I'll just stick this end यहाँ पे है ना. इसको there is a hook kind of thing. Can you see it? There is a hook kind of thing. And I will take this and measure the length of the room. So we have different devices for measuring different things. So now let us have a look at how can we measure different objects. So what are we going to measure today is we are going to measure this Apsara eraser. Cool. So first we will start with Apsara eraser. So there are a few rules of how you can do that. First, what we have to do is we have to take the scale and keep it. You know what? We should not measure this. We will measure something else. What can we measure? ठीक है. We'll measure this colored piece of paper क्योंकि आपको शायद इस पे better दिखाई देगा. नहीं, इस पे better दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. We need something lighter in color. ठीक है. We'll just use this only. So what we are going to do is we'll take this. First thing which we have to do is keep it properly aligned. ठीक है ना? Place the scale in contact along its length. हमें length measure करना है ना, so we have to keep it properly aligned in the length. नहीं, I want to use something else. Just give me a moment. I will find something which is easier to measure. Yeah, I have this now. How about this? I have a charging brick. ठीक है? मेरे पास एक charger है. We'll measure this now. So if I have to measure its length, first of all I have to keep it along its length. ठीक है ना? मुझे ऐसा नहीं रखना है, ऐसा नहीं रखना है, ऐसा नहीं रखना है. I have to keep it. If I want to measure this length, I have to keep it properly at this length. ठीक है? This is understood. Cool. Let us measure the bottom. ठीक है? Bottom measure करना है तो ऐसे रखेंगे. Full bottom अगर measure करना है मुझे, तो I'll keep it like this. Now let us have a look at the second thing. Take the measurement from the zero mark on the scale. Measurement कभी भी जो zero वाला mark है, right? See, this is the mark which represents zero. कहाँ है zero? यहाँ पे zero लिखा हुआ है ना? This should be there at the beginning. Can you see zero? Is it blurred? Yeah, now you can see the zero. ठीक है? It should always. अब आप अगर scale ऐसा रख दोगे ना तो there is some extra space over here. दिख रहा है? वो हमें नहीं चाहिए. We should move the scale so that it always starts with zero. ठीक है? It should start with zero. तो अभी हमने zero select कर दिया and it is there along the length of this. Yes, it is there along with the length of this. ऐसा मैंने करके देख लिया क्या? Yeah, this is perfectly aligned and it should start from zero. अगर आपकी scale broken है ना तो you have to start from point 1 or 2 and then subtract it later जहां से आपने किया था. So now it's at 0 and now this is there. What I have to do is I have to see the marking now कि कहां पे ये जा रहा है. So this is 5 centimeter and how many millimeters after that? 1, 2, 1 second. अभी देखते हैं. Oh, it looks like it's 5.5 centimeter. But if you look like this, it looks like it's 5 and 1 millimeter, right? 5 के साथ 5 centimeter and 1 millimeter. So this brings us to the third rule. Third rule says that your eyes must be exactly in front of the point of measurement. ठीक है, ऐसा आपको बिल्कुल सामने रख के देखना है, ऐसा क्रॉस रख के ऐसे ऐसे नहीं देखना है, ठीक है. So what we are going to do is we'll keep it right in front, and it is 5 centimeter and 2 millimeters. Okay, 5 centimeters and 2 millimeters. See, if you don't keep it properly, na, what is going to happen is, if you look at it like this, it's going to look like it's 5 centimeter and 1 millimeter. If you keep it like this, it's probably going to look like 5.5 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 5 millimeters. हमें वैसा नहीं देखना है. We have to keep it properly right in front of our eye and see के it is 5 centimeters and 2 millimeters. So these are the 3 rules which you have to remember. Is this clear? ठीक है, तो नाउ वी कैन डू द मेंटी क्विज. अगर हो गया तो मेंटी क्विज से पहले देयर इज वन मोर कॉन्सेप्ट व्हिच वी हैव टू लर्न. ओके, ठीक है. हाउ डू वी मेजर राउंड ऑब्जेक्ट्स? Measurement of a curved line. Let us have a look at measurement of curved line. Just a second, my phone is falling down.
Here's a summary from Quora. Although most phones come with inbuilt Gorilla Glass or Deepgao Glass, the repeated falling down of the phone can have adverse effect on the performance and working of the phone.
My Google Assistant just started saying something. Again, I'm going to put my phone back. देखो ऐसा stand में लगा रहा हूँ because it just slipped randomly. And I'll switch it on again. So now what we are going to do is we are going to measure a. What are we going to measure now? We are going to measure. I don't know why the phone is slipping so much today. Let me just try it once more. अगर नहीं हुआ तो I'll just keep it in my hand and teach. ठीक है ना? Okay, it's working again. Now it's working again. ठीक है. So I'll switch on the camera. Now what we are going to do is we are going to measure a curved line. अब हम curved line कैसे measure करेंगे? See, if I draw a line here, अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक line draw करता हूँ, I'll just draw a line with a marker so that it's visible. फोन फिर से गिर गया यार. I'll just hold it in my hand, okay? I'll hold it in my hand so it's easier for you to see. I'll fix a new stand, I think. If I have a curved line like this, how am I going to measure it? How can I measure this curved line? See, I cannot measure it using a scale. इसका length कितना है? I can't measure using a scale. I cannot measure it using this tape as well because this tape से also I cannot measure it. How will I measure with this tape? See, if I keep it like this, right? I cannot turn this tape ऐसे. I cannot turn it आराम से. It will just become or come on the side. So what we do in such times is, what I'm going to do is I'll just take a piece of thread, ठीक है? And I'm going to keep it along with the line. Can you see? So I'm going to keep this along with the line. I actually need to use 2 hands for this, but I'm holding the phone with another hand, so I do not have much options. So I'm going to align all of these properly, and the line ends here, right? Line यहाँ पे end हो रहा है, so I'll just put a mark on the thread. Okay, भाई ठीक है, यहाँ तक है. It starts from here and ends till here. Now what I will do is I'll just keep this thing here. I'll make this straight. Wait, just give me a moment. ठीक है? I'll keep the thread straight, and I know okay the length is equal to from here till here. and now I can use a scale, or I can use this scale for example. देखो one hand use के लिए this scale is very nice, so I can use this scale, and this scale has this beginning is always at 0, so you don't have to worry about the yes. Now you can see that this line was actually exactly 20 centimeters. ठीक है? Can you see? This line is exactly 20 centimeters. ठीक है ना? From this point, ये थोड़ा cross हो गया. This point to this point is 20 centimeters. So now you understood how are we going to measure things in a, how we can measure curved lines. Is that understood? Is that clear now? Is that clear? Okay, cool. If that is clear, let me know if it is clear. I'll move on to the next topic. हमें Mentee भी करना है यार. जल्दी आप लोग आंसर करोगे तो we can do the Mentee fast. Okay, clear. Now we have to study about types of motion. ठीक है? So there are objects moving around us all the time. ठीक है ना? हर जगह पे objects move हो रहे हैं. तो ये जो motion हो रहा है, when things move, they are in motion, right? तो there are 3 types of motions. ठीक है? जब objects move होते हैं, तो then there are 3 types of motions. When objects move in a straight line, we call it rectilinear motion. जब straight line में सारे objects जा रहे हैं, तो we call it rectilinear. जैसा कार जाती है, car goes straight. Bicycle जाती है, it goes straight. When soldiers walk, यार क्या गजब चलते हैं, they all walk in a very straight line. So जब सारे लोग एक straight line में जा रहे हैं, तो we call it rectilinear motion. ठीक है ना? Rectilinear motion का मतलब क्या हुआ? Walking in a straight line, motion in a straight line. Now second one is also similar, but remember I had the thread, right? I'll show it to you. I'll switch on the camera. Yeah, see, I have this thread with me. ठीक है ना? और उसके एंड पे मैंने एक पिन बांधा हुआ है. So now if I rotate this like this, can you see the rotation? You can see the rotation, right? Now you can see that the center of this thread, which is there in my fingers, that is not moving much. ठीक है ना? That's at one position. But the end of this thing, which is a pin, that is moving a lot. ठीक है ना? वो ज्यादा मूव कर रहा है. Center is not moving, but the end of the pin is moving a lot. तो इससे हमें क्या पता चला कि ये जो सर्कुलर मोशन में जब मैं इसको ऐसे घुमा रहा था ना, I am moving this in a circle, right? This is moving in a circle. I am moving this in a circle. Let's see if we can find the top view of this. I'll try to film the top view of this. You can see के सेंटर में ज्यादा मूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा है, बट जो कॉर्नर्स है, कॉर्नर्स में मूवमेंट ज्यादा हो रहा है. द पिन इज मूविंग अ लॉट मोर देन द सेंटर. तो ऐसे टाइप ऑफ मोशन को हम बोलते हैं, सच मोशन इज कॉल्ड सर्कुलर मोशन. ठीक है? क्या बोलेंगे इसको? सर्कुलर मोशन. सो द डिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस पॉइंट फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द फैन और द ब्लॉक विल रिमेन सेम एज दे रोटेट. ठीक है? तो ये जो पिन जब मैं रोटेट कर रहा था ना, तो पिन का जो सेंटर से डिस्टेंस था, दैट वाज ऑलवेज सेम, राइट? कभी चेंज नहीं हुआ ना. फॉर एग्जांपल जब हम फैन घुमाते हैं, so this is the center of the fan, right? That is the center of the fan. ये फैन का सेंटर है, ये सेंटर है फैन का. और ये जो ब्लेड्स है ना, these are always, for example, अगर ये 5 सेंटीमीटर है, so even when it rotates and comes over here, it will remain at 5 सेंटीमीटर, right? यहाँ पे आएगा तब भी 5 सेंटीमीटर रहेगा, यहाँ पे आएगा तब भी 5 सेंटीमीटर रहेगा. सिमिलरली हम जब वो बड़ा गोल झूले में बैठते हैं, जायंट व्हील में, फेरिस व्हील में जब हम बैठते हैं, तो यहाँ से उसका जो डिस्टेंस है यहाँ तक, that will always remain the same. ठीक है, ये कॉर्नर से ये जो झूला है जहां पे हम बैठते हैं, a person is sitting over here and this is the center, this is probably 5 meters. ठीक है, so that will always remain the same. So this is known as circular motion क्योंकि ये सर्कल में जाता है. Yeah, the Mentee is very short. Mentee has only like 5-6 questions and it is very short and the questions are about motion only. So I have to teach you motion. तो आपको समझ आ गया सर्कुलर मोशन कैसा है? इस सर्कुलर मोशन क्लियर फॉर यू ऑल नाउ? अगर क्लियर हो गया तो बता दो और else I'll explain it once more. When an object moves in circle, तो सेंटर से उसका डिस्टेंस इज ऑलवेज एट द सेम पॉइंट. ऑब्जेक्ट जो मूव हो रहा है it should always be at the same distance from the center. That is known as circular motion. ठीक है, clear, crystal clear. Now I am going to do another experiment. This time what I am going to do is I have a, what do I have this time? I have a key. ठीक है ना, I am going to take a key. Can you, अच्छा camera is not visible. Show the camera to you. Now the camera is visible, everyone. You can see the camera, right? आपको अभी कैमरा दिखाई दे रहा है ना? So see, I have a thread. ठीक है? I have a thread, and from that thread there is a key which is hanging. ठीक है? आपको पूरा. Now I'm just moving it like this. It is the same motion which is repeating again and again, to and fro. Right, left, 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 right, left. Even if I remove the key and if I just take the pin which I had earlier, I can do the same motion with it, right? Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. तो ये एक स्विंग की तरह जा रहा है, राइट? हम जब स्विंग पे बैठते हैं, यू ऑल हैव सैट ऑन अ स्विंग, राइट? आप लोग सब झूले में बैठे हो ना, तो झूले में भी ऐसा ही मोशन होता है, बस एक साइड जाता है फिर वापस आता है, फिर एक साइड जाता है फिर वापस आता है. ये रिपीट होता रहता है, बहुत रिपीट 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 रिपीट. जैसे यहाँ पे झूला है, तो व्हाट विल हैपन? द झूला विल गो हियर, देन इट विल गो हियर. एक टाइम इधर जाएगा, फिर एक टाइम इधर जाएगा, देन इट विल गो लाइक दिस, देन इट विल कम बैक, देन इट विल गो लाइक दिस, इट विल कम बैक, इट विल गो लाइक दिस, देन इट विल कम बैक. सिमिलरली द पेंडुलम ऑफ द क्लॉक, ये जो क्लॉक का पेंडुलम है वो भी ऐसा मूव होगा, राइट? ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे 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 ऐसे, सेम रिपीट होता रहेगा मोशन. सो ये जो रिपीटेटिव मोशन होता है, जो बार बार रिपीट होता है, इट इज नोन एज पीरियोडिक मोशन. ठीक है, अभी समझ आ गया? जो स्ट्रेट लाइन में जाता है, बस जाता जाता है, जाता 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 है, दैट इज रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन. जो सर्कल में जाता है, गोल 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 घूमता है, दैट इज सर्कुलर मोशन. एंड जो रिपीटेटिव मोशन में जाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड पीरियोडिक मोशन. ठीक है ना? नाउ आई विल शो यू वन, दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड. आई विल शो यू वन वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग मोशन. ठीक है ना? आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग मोशन. तो आई हैव दिस, यू नो, स्मॉल piece of tape, और आई हैव दिस सेल. एक्चुअली यहां पे आपको एक सेल दिखाई दे रहा है. कैन यू सी दिस सेल? ठीक है ना? दिस सेल इज सर्कुलर. तो अभी मुझे आप बताओ कि जब मैं इसको रोल कर रहा हूं तो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मोशन इज दिस? विच मोशन इज दिस व्हेन आई एम रोलिंग द सेल? व्हेन आई एम रोलिंग द सेल, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मोशन इज दिस? यू कैन सी कि ये सेल यहां से यहां जा रहा है. सो इट इज गोइंग फ्रॉम हियर टिल हियर. सो दैट इज अ रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन. लेकिन इफ यू लुक एट, ऑब्जर्व this point, it is going in circular way as well. ठीक है ना? एक सर्कल में भी ये मूव हो रहा है. It is going in circles as well. Now what does that mean? That means कि this is doing both rectilinear motion as well as it is doing rectilinear motion as well as it is doing रोटेशनल मोशन. ठीक है ना? ये रोटेशनल मोशन में है और ये रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन में है. इसमें दोनों चीजें हो रही है. सर्कुलर मोशन इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड रोटेशनल मोशन. मैं आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन इट. rotational motion is nothing but circular. Okay, this is another name for circular motion. तो इसमें both of them are happening at the same time. इसमें रेक्टिलिनियर भी है. See, this is rectilinear motion, and जो सेल जो खुद घूम रहा है that is rotational or circular motion. Understood? ये क्लियर हो गया. तो we will do the Mentee quiz now. Cool. Motion of a rolling ball is also like this. Is that clear? Now tell me if this is clear so that I can do the Mentee quiz. Just tell me in the comments fast. आपका हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? Then I will start the Mentee quiz. Okay, crystal clear, crystal clear, crystal clear. Simi is saying कि sir you are ignoring doubts. आप doubt type करोगे तो मैं पूछूंगा, मुझे नहीं मिला. See, if you type the doubt, I can see that, but I have not typed the doubt. So I can't read any doubts, man. मिला नहीं मुझे. So now what I am going to do is I am going to start the Mentee quiz. Right now, you can see the Mentee quiz on the screen. Can you see the Mentee quiz on the screen? Can you see it or not? Just tell me if you can see the Mentee quiz or not. Yes. Yeah, I think now you can see the Mentee quiz. Can you see the Mentee quiz now? आपको Mentee quiz अभी दिख रहा है? Go to www.mentee.com या अगर आपके पास Mentee app है तो download the Mentee app on your smartphone and type the code 255074 and 8. So we have जितने लोग क्लास में हैं, I want all of you to enter the Mentee right now. 255074 Okay, I'll show it to you as well. I'll type it बड़े से अच्छा so that you can enter 255074 Please go and type this code which is there on the screen right now. Check this code out. No, oh, I moved the wrong thing. Yeah, there are only 17 people. I need more of you यार, और चाहिए मुझे लोग. Go and type this code and you will be able to join. 19 people, और लोग जल्दी जल्दी आ जाओ. I'm waiting for you all. जितने लोग क्लास में थे सब के सब आना चाहिए वहाँ पे. 22 more people. There are around 37 people in the class यार. आओ जल्दी से. Simmi, you did not ask your doubt till now. Please type the doubt and I will answer it properly, okay? You're just telling me that there is some doubt. Ask me the doubt, I will clear it for you. 29. और अगर आपको चाहिए तो you go and join the Telegram channel as well. Okay, so there are 31 people already in the quiz. So should I start the quiz now or should we wait for more people? जल्दी बताओ मुझे, should I start or should we wait for more people? Let me see. So Mentee अभी start हो जाए. Today's Mentee is very easy. I want all of you to rock the quiz. Everyone is going to get good marks today क्योंकि Mentee is very easy today. ठीक है ना? And everything which I explained in the class, only that is going to be there in Mentee. There is nothing extra in Mentee. तो बहुत आसान है. So all of you are here. I am going to start it. Some people are saying wait. Everyone else is saying okay. So जल्दी करो, जल्दी. I am waiting for you all. We have 34 people. I am going to start. I'll give a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and let us start the Mentee quiz. ठीक है? Cool. So here comes the first question. You have to answer faster to get more points. 1 centimeter is 1 meter is how many centimeters? You have to type the answer. 1 मीटर इज हाउ मेनी सेंटीमीटर्स, 1 मीटर में कितने सेंटीमीटर होते हैं, जल्दी उसे मुझे बता दो, कितने सेंटीमीटर होते हैं 1 मीटर के अंदर। कमेंट सेक्शन में गलत आंसर लिख रहे हैं कुछ लोग, बट करेक्ट आंसर इज 100। सम ऑफ यू रोट 1000 सेंटीमीटर नहीं होता है, आई एम आस्किंग अबाउट अ मीटर। सो सी अ लॉट ऑफ यू रोट 100 सेंटीमीटर, ये आपको नहीं करना है। You have to read the question properly. You just have to write 100. Centimeter is already written on the screen. So if you write like this, you will probably not get marks. So you have to write like this. जितना पूछा है उतना ही देना है. You have to read the question properly. So let's have a look at the leaderboard. So our leaderboard is here now. Nice. So on the top, so first of all of you gave the correct answer, and on the top we have Devamalya, second is Mahpreet, third is Riddhi, and fourth one is Yuvraj Singh. Cool. So we'll move on to the next question. This question is also very similar, so try to answer it fast. ठीक है? 5 kilometers is how many meters? ठीक है? How many kilometers is 5 meters? ठीक है? You have ample amount of time. जल्दी से लिख के मुझे बताओ. I am waiting for you all. अगर आपने आंसर लिख दिया हो तो go and like this video in the meanwhile. Once you have written the answer, come and like the video. ठीक है? तो 5 kilometers is actually 5,000 meters. What did I tell you? Kilo means 1000. So when we have a kilometer, it means a kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So 5 kilometers is equal to 5,000 meters. Understood? समझ आया आपको? ठीक है. So most of you gave the correct answer. So let us have a look at the leaderboard again. Very nice. So now Aditya Raj is on the second, and Aryan is. Oh. आर्यन आपका नेम चेंज हो गया यार, सॉरी. सो आदित्य राज, आर्यन इज ऑन द थर्ड एंड रिद्धि इज ऑन द फोर्थ प्लेस. सो लेट अस हैव द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. मोशन ऑफ अ चाइल्ड ऑन अ स्विंग इज, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मोशन इज दिस? आपको मैंने 3 ऑप्शंस दिए हैं, पीरियोडिक, रोटेशनल या रेक्टिलिनियर. स्विंग पे जो मोशन होता है वो कौन सा है? Remember that rotational motion and circular motion are same. ठीक है ना? Everyone has voted yes. The motion of a child on a swing is periodic क्योंकि वो repetitive motion है. वो आगे पीछे आगे पीछे आगे पीछे जाता रहता है. It's not rectilinear. Rectilinear straight line होता है. Rotational is जो circle में जाता है. ठीक है? Next question again very similar. Let us see who did well. Okay, great. Aryan is at the second place now. Devamalya is first. Riddhi is third, and on the fourth place we have Pratham Agarwal. Very nice going, guys. Motion of a soldier. Soldiers कैसे motion करते हैं? बताओ मुझे. How do soldiers move? क्या वो लोग गोल जाते हैं या वो straight line में जाते हैं? Or do they do repetitive like आगे पीछे करते रहते हैं? So choose accordingly. Is it periodic, rotational or rectilinear? I have given you ample amount of time. अगर आप लोग सब जल्दी से आंसर कर देंगे तो then the answers will be visible as soon as you all answer it. Or else we have to wait for the timer. So let's wait for the timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and time is up. So let us see what you people answered. It is rectilinear motion. Yes, rectilinear is the correct answer because soldiers go in a straight line or they take like they don't go in circles. वो अपनी जगह पे ठहर के घूमते नहीं हैं. They don't just move आगे पीछे. They go in a very coordinated lines. So the motion of the soldiers is rectilinear. तो अभी लीडर बोर्ड पे हम देखते हैं. On the top we have Aryan, second we have Riddhi Murjani and third is Pratham. Fourth number पे we have Aditya. Fifth पे we have Mannat, then we have Adyasha, then we have Aryan, then we have Roshni, then we have Askin, and in the end we have Magical Girl. Cool. So should I move ahead with the next question now? Yep, I'll go on with the next question. So again, answer faster so that you get more points. Motion of the wheel of a bicycle is. हमने wheels के बारे में पढ़ा है. We also studied about types of motions. अभी मुझे बोलो कि wheel जो है bicycle में उसका कौन सा motion का type होता है? Think about it and answer. Multiple choice है. So I hope you all understood the question nicely and you can answer it. Time's up. Yes, the motion of the wheel of a bicycle is rotational. Some people said periodic and some people, one person said rectilinear. No, it's not periodic. Periodic जो ऐसा repetition होता है वो होता है cycle का जो है wheel, it goes in a circle, it rotates, right? वो rotate हो रहा है. So it is rotational motion. So yeah, let us see who is on the top now. Great. So we have Pratham on the top now, second is Riddhi, third is Aditya, fourth is Adyasha, and fifth number where we have Aryan. Then comes Magical Girl, Roshni, Harshil also came now, Yuvraj Singh is back, and Samriddhi Gupta is also here. Okay, now? I think we are going towards the end of the Mentee quiz now. Motion of a rolling ball is wheel nahi. It should be motion of a rolling ball. Okay? It is motion of a rolling ball. Yes. So motion of a rolling ball is, it is rotational plus rectilinear. मैंने आपको बताया था, it is rotating and it is moving ahead as well. So motion of a rolling ball is rectilinear. Understood? ये clear हो गया ना आपको? So final leaderboard अभी हम देखते हैं कि क्या है, सबको कैसे आया है. So let us have a look at the leaderboard. So अभी okay, we had Pritham, Riddhi and Aditya on the top earlier. Let's see what happens after the new addition of marks. So Roshni has jumped, and on the top today, today's champion, we have Pratham Agarwal who got 5,804 points. So congratulations Pratham. And apart from that, on the second position we have Riddhi Murjani, and on third position we have Aditya Raj. So these are our toppers today. Congratulations for all of you. And in runner-ups we have Adyas and Aryan at the 4th and 5th position respectively. Honorable mention to the remaining people who are Roshni, Harshil, Magical Girl, Yuvraj Singh and Samriddhi. These are the remaining people in the top 10 list. So I hope you people liked today's chapter because you did very well. So that's all for today. And thank you for coming to the Unacademy class. If you have any doubts or anything, you can always ask me. And you people are not asking a lot of, you did not ask a lot of doubts today, so I think it was clear for everyone. So that's all. I am Mohammad Al Khalid. If you liked this video, if you understood all the concepts, go and like this video and subscribe this. Subscribe का जो button है, go and hit the subscribe button. लाल button दबना चाहिए वहाँ पे. और उसके साथ साथ, if you have any friends and classmates, आपके पास ऐसे classmates है क्या जो अभी Unacademy attend नहीं कर रहे? If there are any classmates who are still not attending Unacademy classes, you tell them कि भाई आ जाओ Unacademy में बहुत सही मस्त सी क्लास चल रही है. Social science, normal science, physics, mathematics, English, we have everything here. तो सारी चीजों की क्लास चल रही है, उनको एक टाइम बता दो. Because you can compete with them on Mentee quiz. अगर आपके friends यहाँ पे होंगे क्लास के, तो you can have lot more fun in the Mentee quiz as well. Cool? Understood everyone? So that's all for today. I hope you understood everything. Tata, bye bye. Bye kids.